Okay, so today we're going to talk about the x and y intercepts of a line and another form of an equation of a line called standard form. Now, first off, let's talk about what the x-intercept is. The x-intercept is the spot on the graph where it crosses the x-axis. And the y-intercept is the spot on the line where it crosses the y-axis. Now, we don't always have x and y intercepts. It just depends on the situation. The form that I want to talk about for this is called standard form, and standard form is in the form ax plus by equals c. So standard form is ax plus by equals c. And what that means is a, b, and c are what we call integers. An integer are for the most part, integers are whole numbers, positive or negative. So when you look at this first problem that we have right here where it says finding the x-intercept, it says what are the x and y-intercepts of 3x plus 4y equals 24? If you think about the concept of x-intercepts, if you think about that concept, well, the idea here is a line, if you take a line, oh, I don't know what's going on here, but give me a second. If you take a line, okay, and I get a different color, well, I'll just do it. Take a line. Here's a line right here. Okay, this spot right here, this is the y-intercept. This spot right here, this is the x-intercept. And what's unique about the y-intercept is it's always a 0, comma, some sort of y. It's always a 0, comma, some sort of y, and x is always an x, some sort of x, comma, 0. So that's how you do it. So if we have the 3x plus 4y equals 24, what I tell people is, all right, cover up to find the first thing, find the x-intercept. So to find the x-intercept, you just plug in 0 for y, so do 3x equals 24. And then you divide by 3, and you divide by 3, so x is 8. But x is 8 when y is 0. And then to find the y-intercept, plug in 0 for x. So 4y equals 24, and divide both sides by 4, so y is equal to 6. So this has a y-intercept of 0, comma 6. And those two things right there, you could totally plot those and then draw the line and get a very accurate line. You actually have two got it's. Pause the video and do the two got it's, and then I'll show you how we can use this. What is the graph of x minus 2y equals negative 2? Here you want to try to find your x and your y axis or intercepts. So I'm going to do x equals negative 2. How did I get that? I put 0 in for the y. So this is negative 2 comma 0. Now I find it for y. I put in 0 for x, so I get negative 2y equals negative 2. I divide both sides by negative 2. I get y equals 1. So when x is 0, y is 1. These 2 points are important because I can draw my x and my y axis. I can go to negative 2, 0, go to negative 2, 0, put a dot, and 0, 1, and put another dot. There is my line. Boom. Real easy. You have a got it. Pause the video and why don't you go ahead and do the got it. Now, these guys are kind of unique. This says, what is the graph of each equation? X equals 3 and y equals 3. When it says x equals 3, this is basically saying, first off, x equals 3. Well, there's a point I know off the bat, 3 comma 0. But here's what's crazy about this. This is a vertical line because I can say x is always 3, 3 comma 1, 3 comma negative 1. And if I plot these points, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, and I go to 3, 1, and go to 3, negative 1, it makes a vertical line. Okay, y equals 3. Well, that's easy. Whatever x is, I don't care. Y is 3. See how this works? So if I graph this, I'm going to go to 0, 3, put a dot. I can go to 1, 3, put a dot, 2, 3, put a dot. It is a horizontal line. So make sure you are aware of whether it's a horizontal or vertical line. You have a got it. Why don't you pause the video and do the got it? All right, here you have y equals negative 3 over 7x plus 5, and they want us to put this in standard form. So that's real easy. All you got to do is get rid of the fraction. So I'm going to multiply both sides by negative 7. All right, so this gives me negative 7y equals, that goes away, so that's 3x, and then it's minus 35 because of distribution. I'm going to subtract 3x, so now I get negative 3x minus 7y equals negative 35. That's good, but I'm going to do one final step. I'm going to change all the signs. 3x plus 7y equals 35, because we'd like to have our lead coefficient, that ax, to be positive. Okay? You have a got it. Why don't you pause the video and do the got it, and I'll see you here when we do the story problem. Here's the story problem. A media download store sells songs for $1 each and movies for $12 each. You have $60 to spend. Write and graph an equation that describes the items you can purchase. What are 3 combinations of numbers of songs and movies you can purchase? So this one's pretty unique. If you look at it, there's a few things that we need to talk about or look into. So let's first think about, all right, if I know, okay, so I know the price of, I have 2 things, a song and a movie. Songs are $1, so I'm going to go, okay, 1x plus 12y, and I have $60 to spend. So there's my equation right there. 1x plus 12y equals 60. Now, it says write and graph an equation that describes the items you can purchase. Well, there's that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to be really sneaky. I'm going to go ahead and graph this or solve this for y. So 12y equals negative 1x plus 60. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 12. So now I have y equals negative 1/12 x plus, and what is 60 divided by 12? I believe that is 5. I can graph this now, but I only need the first quadrant. Okay, and I know that my y-intercept is 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And I'm going to go down 1 and over 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to put a dot there. What's crazy about this, it says, where are 3 combinations of numbers of songs and movies you can buy? I can buy 0 movies and, or 0 songs and 5 movies. But if I go down 1 and I go over 12, this new location is 12, 4. So that's 12 songs and 4 movies. And then the third one, I can get my x-intercept. If I go down 1 over 12, I could actually get my x-intercept by plugging in 0. So x equals 60. So way over here is 60 comma 0. So that means I can do 60 movies. There's 60 songs and no movies. So that's hopefully how, hopefully you understand what that means. Really, anything along this line will work, but it can only be the dots, the numbers, because you can't download a half a movie and you can't download a half of a song. All right, so there you have it. Do you know what a linear equation is? You should. It's y equals mx plus b. Do you know what intercept form, x-intercept? Yeah, that's where it crosses the x-axis. In standard form is the ax plus by equals c. All right, so I look forward to seeing you in class real soon, and may the force be with you.